What's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video, and this one is going to be a little different. So I actually changed my mind on this Zion base card and decided to do a separate video on this one because I was planning on sending this to PSA with the rest of my other 14 cards. So if you saw that PSA submission preview video, I had 15 cards set out to send to PSA for 45-day grading, which, I mean, who knows how long that would take. That would be months down the road until I got those back. And if you did see that video, you saw where I talked about this Zion, and I feel like this is absolutely perfectly centered. And I have actually seen some BGS 10s of this Zion base that I don't think have this good of centering. And I think the corners and edges are at a minimum of 9.5. So as long as the surface can get a 9.5, I actually think this one has a decent shot at a 10, just based on centering, corners, and edges. So I kind of looked over this really close under light and everything, and I think it looks really good. The only thing I am concerned about, I'm gonna take it out real quick. The only thing I am a little concerned about, and I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see, but there's yeah, you're not gonna be able to see down here. There's a little line that runs across the card, but I can't tell if that is just part of the card. You can kind of see it, yeah, it's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but there is a little line on the back of the card, and I can't tell if that is a print line or if that's just part of the card. I looked at some other Prizm cards and they all kind of seem to have little barely visible lines running across the back, so I'm not sure if that's going to knock it on the surface or not. But like I said, I think centering, corners, and edges has a really good shot at a 10. So I actually changed my mind, and I'm gonna do a 10-day submission to BGS. So the group on Facebook that I used to send the Zion Auto and the RJ Auto, I did 1 day and 5 day for those cards, and I'm gonna do 10-day for this card. So that would be, for 10-day, it costs $30, so still relatively inexpensive. And the BGS 9.5s for this card are, I wanna say around $300 or $400. And then if you do end up getting a 10, there is one BGS 10 listed on eBay right now for $2,000 or best offer. So I figured it was worth the risk. A PSA 10 is right around $500 on this card, and then like I said, the BGS 10, I'm not sure what it would actually go for, but there is one listed for $2,000 or best offer. So I figured I would make a separate video on this card alone and then do a reveal when I did get it back. So today is Tuesday, January 7th. Now this is gonna be 10 business days, so that should be done, let's see, the 14th would be 5, so probably somewhere around the 21st of January. So I should have this back in my possession at the end of January, which would be way quicker than PSA. If I did 45-day with PSA, it would be probably May or June when I get this back. So I figured this was worth the risk. I'm still not sure if I wanna sell it. If it does come back a BGS 10, that's gonna be very tempting to pass up. But if it is a 9.5, I'll just hold on to it. And I think that's worth the risk of $30 as compared to $11 for PSA. So that is the deal with this one. So just wanted to do this quick intro. And like I said, for me, it's gonna be a few weeks before I get this back or before I know what it gets. But I will check back in with you all in a second when I get the card back. All right, guys, so the Zion is back. Today is Wednesday, January 29th. So the previous clip that you all saw was on January 7th. So it has been just over 20 days. Now, like I said, this was done with 10-day grading, but with shipping to and from the guy that I used to submit to BGS, it took right around 3 weeks. So way quicker than PSA. And like I said, I do believe this was worth the risk or the extra money. So this was $30 as opposed to 45-day grading with PSA. And you know, the BGS 9.5s and PSA 10s are pretty similar, but like I said, I thought mine had a decent shot at a BGS 10, and we will go ahead and see. Now I did go ahead and look at this. the guy who I submit through, he will send you scans of your cards, and I did ask for scans, and my plan was to show my wife, and I was gonna say, if it got above a 9, don't tell me. So that's what I told her. I told her to look at it. She looked at it, and she didn't tell me, and there was just absolutely no way that I could not look at it, especially in my mind, thinking that it had a shot at a 10. So I did go ahead and look at it. That was impossible to not look at it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this and show you guys. So you guys, you know, like I said, she was not gonna tell me, and I told her not to tell me if it was gonna get above a 9. So you already know it is gonna get above a 9. Let's see if we can slow roll this somehow. These things are always so hard to get into. There we go. All right, so there we go. Hopefully you guys didn't see that. There it is, that perfectly centered Zion. And now for the big reveal, boom, 9.5. So did not get a BGS 10. And as you can see, the grades there, it is a true gem. So quad 9.5s, everything got a 9.5, all the subgrades. And the only reason, excuse me, the only reason that I think this got a 9.5 centering is because of the rookie card logo. Now, I didn't know this when I sent this to BGS. Apparently, this is a big deal this year with grading. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see actually. It's very difficult to see unless you're in person, but the outline of the rookie card logo is a little bit off. You can kind of tell on the right side, the border of the rookie card logo is a little bit off. So that is the only reason I think this one got a 9.5 on centering, because as you can see there, the sides are just absolutely perfect. And then another thing I mentioned in the previous clip, I was concerned about the line or print line or whatever it was running across the back. And on Card Collector 2's video where he talked about sending cards to PSA and BGS, he did mention that he has noticed that as well. So this one did get a 9.5 surface. So I do not think that they are really taking those lines on the back of the card into consideration. Now you can't see it in this lighting and with the case and everything, but there is a slight line running across the back. But if you are concerned about that with your cards and you're sending to PSA or BGS, I'm not sure about PSA, but BGS I don't think is really taking that into consideration. So there you go. I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna hold on to this. I was probably only gonna let it go if it did get that BGS 10 or you know, potentially that black label. Which, speaking of black labels, another reason why I couldn't pass up looking at it, the week that mine was supposed to be graded or finished being graded, there was a black label graded. So I really had my fingers crossed that was my card, but I am happy with a 9.5. I'll definitely take it. And this is, you know, very comparable to a PSA 10. So I am super happy with that. And like I said, I'm gonna hold on to it for now. So that is gonna do it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And I will, if you are interested in sending cards to BGS, I will link the Facebook group that I use in the description. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.